Lucky for some, unlucky for others. Zach Thompson, he's my brother's. It's the 13th of January.
Your favourite.
It's my favourite. We control our reasoned choice and all acts that depend on that moral will. What's not under our control are the body and any of its parts, our possessions, parents, siblings, children, or country, anything with which we might associate. Epictetus. I'm going to share something with you, and I've been thinking about this recently, and I've had a bit of a brainwave, and I'd like to get your thoughts on it. But imagine a scenario, right? You're with the love of your life, okay? You're on holiday, you're in Greece, you're in Stoic country. You're sitting down on this beautiful beach, and you're having a meal. The menu comes, there's no prices on the menu, and you order. I'm going to have the scallops to start. I'm going to have the salt-baked sea bass for my main.
Wow.
I'm going to have
Rich.
the custard jam roly-poly
Okay.
for dessert.
Bringing it back down to earth. Nice.
Proper Greek food. But all the way through, you're eating it, and your partner's going, "Oh, this is the best scallop," and you're going, "But how much? How much is it going to cost? How much is it going to cost?" Oh, and then you swallow it, and then you go, the sea bass looks amazing, but what if it's too expensive? What if I don't have enough money? What if and then the jam roly-poly, you're choking on it, and you go, what if there's a service charge? What if we can't afford this? What if I have to ring my mum and borrow some money? And the bill comes out, and they say, "Welcome to our country. It's free."
Wow.
But you already paid the bill with worry and stress and things outside of your control before the bill arrived. Yeah?
Really like that.
So that's just something. But that's a fable. That's a silly little story. But that is what life looks like for so many people. You get into bed at night, you lay down, and you go, what if that deal doesn't come in? What if I don't cold call? What if I can't book a meeting tomorrow? What if I don't book a meeting for the next 2 weeks? I'll probably get sacked. What if X happens? What if Y happens? What if? But it's all out of your control. A lot of those things, rather the input and the things that you can do, yes. But a lot of the time we stress about the things that are out of our control.
I think there was a study done that said something like 95% of the things that you worry about never happen.
Oh,
95% of the things you worry about never happen. That's ridiculous.
I know.
So that must mean you're spending most of your life worrying about things that just not only aren't going to happen, but never happen anyway. There's no chance of them ever happening. And how many times have you been sat in traffic and, oh, for God's sake, I'm going to be so late now, and then they're going to be mad at me, and you play out the whole narrative in your mind before you've even got there, and the traffic only lasted for 5 minutes, and you end up on time anyway. But you start, with that cortisol rush. The stress is there. Like,
you play out arguments, because when he says that to me, I'm going to say this back, and he's going to get mad.
And you go, "Morning, Brian."
Yeah. Oh, I didn't realise. Oh, what time is it? Ready for lunch? But so just to stack on that, 95% of things don't come true. And then I think it's also around 80% of thoughts that you have on a daily basis are the same as the thoughts that you had previously.
Yeah.
So all we are, sticking with the theme of circles, is, and 60 to 80% of thoughts are negative. So you're just this never-ending circle of things that probably won't come true day in, day out, that aren't helpful. We need to break those habits.
Yeah. Human existence can be made much better by trying to rid yourself of biases and thought processes as you go through. The theme of one of the days that we talked about previously was, is this useful? Is this true? You can say that with almost any story that you tell yourself. In the moment, can you catch yourself and say, oh, is that actually useful? Me projecting myself into an imagined future, into an argument, when I'm already got a bit of pressure on me, is that useful at this moment? Oh, this client's so hard, I can't make it work. Is that a useful thing to say? Or is it, oh, there's probably a way of making this work and it will help me with future clients. I'm going to really knuckle down and find out what that is.
But it's, I think it's fair to say as well, it is addictive. And I don't know the science behind this, but those negative thoughts and those stories that you play out, there is some kind of like, I don't know if it's a dopamine, but there is some addictiveness to it, like in terms of like, I'm getting something by playing it out. But one of the questions I ask myself is, what am I gaining from this?
Well, I think what it is your brain is wired to want to keep you safe, right? Above and beyond, it's there to try and keep you safe. We're creatures that survived in packs. We're not creatures that have like big teeth and claws, and we're the scariest thing in the jungle. So what we had to develop was this very, very heightened appetite for risk, or rather not appetite for risk. So what can happen is you can spend your whole existence with your brain trying to pump the handbrake and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe don't do that. Actually, I wouldn't do that. That's a bit of a risk. Maybe don't have that conversation. Maybe don't do that because there's it can be a whole existence that's led on you're pumping the handbrake on yourself. And again, going back to that thing of, is it useful? Is it true? What happens if I override that and do the total opposite?
Yeah. And we spoke about this, but the best exercise is the control circle, isn't it? So you draw a circle, and yeah, let's talk about sales, but also there's probably bits outside of life that affect your career and your journey in sales, but put in that what is in your control. Other people's thoughts and feelings and the way they act, that is absolutely out of your control. So list everything and bring it back down to earth of, actually, this isn't in my control right now. I'm gonna forget about this. I'm gonna move on, because what am I gaining from this? It's not useful and it's not true.
Wow.
I've been Jack Frimston.
I've been Zach Thompson.
Remember, you will die.
Please.